Hi there, happy day to you. I'm coming right at you today. I'm going to tell you some things that you might not want to hear, but that you need to hear, you need to face, and you need to deal with, because they are bad habits that are keeping you stuck, that are holding you back, and maybe even keeping you in a struggle that you don't need to be in. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 bad habits that most of us do. Maybe you're not doing all of them, but I'm going to guarantee you're doing at least a couple of them. And we're going to call these ones out, and we're going to start dealing with them right here. If you're new to me and this is the first time that we're connecting, welcome. I'd love if you would introduce yourself in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe before you go. My name is Shana Rosenthal, and I'm a certified hypnotist and mindset success coach. I work to help people living with constant self-doubt eradicate fear and turn it into confidence and strong self-esteem without sabotage or the need for therapy. Like I said, we're going to talk about 3 bad habits today that most of us, if not all of us, do at least sometimes. And these are really getting in our way. And a lot of them are about things that are going on right up here, right in our minds. So let's just jump in this one so that we can start dealing with them and clearing them out so that we can live more fully, more freely in our lives. So the first one that a lot of us do, and hands up, have you ever done this? Mind reading. How many of you are mind reading? You might not even be aware that you're doing it, but how often are you assuming that you know what someone else is thinking? And usually that thing that you are thinking, they are thinking, is not good thoughts about you. That it's that you're thinking that other people are judging or criticizing or sizing you up or have something not good to say. That they're watching your every move and waiting for you just to mess up or screw up or fail so that they can jump on you, criticize you, judge, or whatever it is. And it's making you feel really scared, really self-conscious, and really insecure. But what about this? What about the fact that at any given time, between 80 and 90% of people are worrying about what other people are thinking? And so if everybody or most people are worrying about spending all of their brain power worrying about what other people are thinking about them, then who all this time has been doing all this judging? Who is actually doing all of this judging? Yeah, there are going to be people that are out there and judging you, but I've talked about this in other videos. It's more about them than it is about you. It's actually all about them and not about you. And another piece to this, and something that you can work on, it's something you could really think about. It's something that you can use to shift your mindset, which is, what would be different if you just assumed that the other people were assuming good things about you? Because you're going around assuming that they're assuming bad things without knowing for sure. So what about just changing it and assuming that people are assuming good things about you? Why not do the latter one? Why not change your way of thinking to this way? In this way, how would you show up differently? Like, that is the question. How would you show up differently if you just assumed that people were assuming good things about you. And the other part of this is that it's actually none of your business what somebody else is thinking about you, unless they make it your business in a kind and respectful way. If they have a problem with you, okay. First of all, it's their problem, right? Not your problem. If someone has a problem with you, it's their problem. And if they have a problem, they're allowed to have that problem with you. And if they want you to do something different, then up to them to address the issue, to bring it up, to talk about it in a kind and respectful way. But slinging mud from the cheap seats, not helpful. It's actually none of your business, and it does not deserve your attention. So stop mind reading. Just stop it. You don't know unless you know. And if you know, then do something about it. Deal with it. Have a conversation, or just allow that other person to have their negative opinion about you. But the mind reading thing, not helpful, unless you're using it to assume that people are thinking good things about you. Let me know in the comments section below. I want to hear from you about this shift. If you were to intentionally work on the shift and assume that people are assuming good things about you, how would you show up differently? What would you do that you're not doing now? What would you change? The next one, and this is a tough one that we all do, it's waiting for life to get good before we can be happy. And I'm not talking about if you're in a time of trauma or in real struggle with something. If you're going through something painful or traumatic at this moment, I'm not talking about this. If you're in grief, or if you're in loss, or if you're in a major transition, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about times in between when we are sitting around just waiting for life to get good, or maybe we're doing things in the hope that what we're going to do is going to make life good, that, you know, when I look a certain way, when I have a certain amount of success, when I have certain amount of friends, when I have the perfect job, when I have the perfect length of hair, or whatever it is, when I have the perfect partner, then I'm going to be happy. It's the plight of when. Then, when I have this, or I've accomplished that, or I've done this, then I'll allow myself to be happy. Then I will allow myself to feel good. But I'm here to tell you that people with good jobs, people with partners, people with hordes of friends, people with great hair still have problems. That this stuff doesn't solve it. That happiness is not a destination, it's a decision. And looking at it at a different way, if you can't be here now, I'm not saying that it means everything has to be sunshine and roses and positive and happy. But if you can't find the joy, if you can't find the place to be grateful and content where you are now, while also still wanting to learn and grow and expand, those things can exist at the same time. But if you can't be here now, you won't be able to be here when you get there. Because if you think about it, you have already accomplished so much. And a lot of the things that you thought you needed to accomplish in order to be happy and feel good, and you're not. And that's because it's not a destination. What we're talking about is being present in the process, being grateful in the journey. And stop waiting to get somewhere, because there is nowhere to get to. Because there's nowhere to get to that's going to fulfill that need. It's not a destination, it's a decision. The next bad habit that's keeping you stuck is thinking that life is supposed to be easy. And I don't know how many times I see comments from people saying like, oh Shana, but that's so hard. But life is so, so hard for me. Everything is so hard, and it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. And yeah, it is hard for everyone. I'm going to guarantee you that every single person watching this video right now has been through something or is going through something that could bring the rest of us to our knees. That everyone has gone through tough times. The stuff that you've been through, the stuff that you're going through, and actually, in all fairness, there are a lot of you who are watching this that have been through such horrible things in your life that you have every reason and every excuse to give up and just be like, I'm not trying. My life has been too hard and too many things have happened to me. I'm just not going to try. A lot of us would be able to understand and say, you know, that's fair. That's fair enough. You've been through a lot. But is that what you want? You have every reason to not try, to feel like things are too hard, and you're allowed to. But is that what you really want for your life? Is that what you want, to just give up? And if not, then accepting that life is hard, that we get up anyway, not because we have to, but because we want to, because we want to keep going, because we want to keep growing, because we want to heal. We get to do this once. Let's do the best that we can while we're here. And even if we have every reason to not, let's try. Dealing with this stuff, getting through these habits that keep us stuck, breaking through these beliefs and these ideas, these are just a few of them. I have a whole lot more to teach and help you overcome in my breakthrough program. We're going to break through worry, anxiety, self-doubt, so we can get out of our heads and into our lives and love our lives more. Get past all this stuff. Just get past it. This is keeping us stuck. I'm going to teach you the tools and the strategies in my program. It is intense. It's for serious people. For those who are ready for better, ready for different, ready to feel different in their lives, ready for an entirely different life. Not changing everything in your life, but changing how you're showing up in your life. And that's going to change your life. I'm going to put the link below for that if you're ready. Share this video. I'd love for more people to hear these things, to how they can get unstuck. And if you have people in your life who you want to help get unstuck, give them this video. Share this out with them. Like the video. And if you liked it, connect with me in the comments. I said before, subscribe to the channel, and it's always so good to have you here. And until next time, please take care.